Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cheyenne, and Cheyenne's an electrician.
No, I'm not.
She's gonna learn a little bit about electricity today. So these are water pumps. They're actually circulation pumps for our wood burner. And we have two on our wood burner because it's designed to do up to 10,000 square feet. So our goal was to, one obviously does the house, and then one will do the shop when we have one built, or when we build one rather. But for now, what we're gonna do is, one of them went out on us a couple weeks ago and we used the second pump. But the second pump's pretty old too. And in the middle of winter, we don't want it to go out and have that kind of issue. So what we're gonna do is just simply start, we're gonna replace it now. That way we don't have to worry about it in the winter time when it's frigid cold going out on us. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna twist these. That way they'd make a really good connection when we twist them together with the other wire we're about to put in there. We're gonna make it to where these, right now they're hardwired into a switch. We're gonna change all that up. We're gonna make it to where there's an outlet. There'll be a switch that turns on the whole wood burner, but there's gonna be an outlet that turns on the whole wood burner, or sorry, there's gonna be a switch that turns on the whole wood burner operation, and then there's gonna be outlets, and we'll just simply plug in each pump into the receptacle. Put stuff in the pump? What's wrong with you? You push your cat through the lines? I can't believe I gotta work with you. Alright, so we're making a little, just a little tear in there, and then we'll pull it back. And we can have access to these wires. Now what we don't want to do, by the way, this is actually recycled extension cord that got broke. And it'll be perfect for that because these don't draw hardly any juice. I want to say it draws 0.74 amps, which is not a lot. It's kind of hard. Alright. Yep, you're about to put this on that screw. So we're going to...
What screw? What's a screw?
Oh, you know what a screw is. Now you're just being silly.
No, what screw?
Oh, you're going to put it on the ground screw. So see how there's only two wires?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See how one wire just goes straight to inside on the motor, the other one goes through this little capacitor right here? See that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's no ground wire because this is going to be the hot wire, and this will be the ground or the neutral wire. And then since there's no ground wire built into there, this screw right here.
Green screw.
Mm-hmm. Goofball. So can you take that? Oh, actually, it's already out. Okay,
No, do it.
it's already out. You're going to tighten it down. So can you grab these? Union brake.
No. Thirsty.
Alright, so we'll put this in here, and since we're going to go around that screw, we're going to strip just a little bit extra than what we'd normally do. So instead of about a ½ inch, we're going to do about 3/4 of an inch. You remember what you're supposed to do with that wire? What did I just do with those two?
Twist it.
So you're going to do the same thing. So twist them clockwise. Which way does the clock rotate? There you go. There you go. Do you know why we twist them clockwise? So it really doesn't matter on the wire right here itself. But when we put two wires together, for instance, if we twist them clockwise, right? So clockwise is tightening. So if I put a screw in, I'm turning it clockwise to tighten it in. Well, wire nuts work the exact same way. So whenever I put a wire nut on, if I had two wires on here, so if I was doing these two wires, when I put it on, I'm twisting it clockwise. So I want it to all be moving in the same direction, because otherwise if they're moving the wrong direction, they can start untwisting these, and it'll have wires kind of randomly, and it won't be as good of a connection. So now, what you're going to do, what'd you do with the pliers? No, the other ones. These are not pliers, these are strippers.
I ain't touching anything, no.
You didn't.
Did you?
Did mommy sabotage us? No, those are linemen. Okay, mommy sabotages us.
Yeesh.
No. Well, anyways, we'll just do it this way.
Oh, found it. Yeah.
No, those are dikes. And then just side cutters. So just... Oh, I found them. I put them back there. All right, so we'll take this. So just like, what way does the screw go when you tighten it?
Clockwise?
Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to twist it clockwise so that when we go over that screw, so when we go over that screw and it starts tightening, it's not going to pull it and make it go a different way than what we want. Oh, I made that made it a little too thin. Alright, now let's try it. So we're gonna get it around this. Which won't be that hard once we get there. It's a tight spot.
Maybe I could help you.
Oh, never mind. I see why. It's got tabs on both sides. Usually they don't have any tabs like that.
I was trying to tell you about that.
No, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So since it has a tab on the side, we're actually just gonna put the wire in there. We'll have it just a little bit to the side. So we'll slide it through here, right in there. And then we're going to take this flat screwdriver, and we're going to push it under just a little bit, like that. And now, oh, actually, hang on. We almost made a big boo-boo. These wires have to go through.
Maybe if we made it flat and then twisted it. I said maybe if we made it flat and then twisted it. Maybe then
Excuse me. It's the same thing. We're going to put it right back under that screw, like so. Alright. So I'm going to do this one.
no, I don't need to.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay.
You said I could do it anyway.
Oh, I did.
This way or this way?
Clockwise. Which way's the clock turn?
This way. This way? This way might have to do that.
That's tight. I'll give you that. Wow. It's actually going to be easier with it. Wow. That's a hard one to turn. It was surprising. Okay. So now, how I check to see I get a good connection, I just tug on it. Right? See how it's not coming out? Not
I go
hard.
out.
Just tug a little bit. If you pull real hard, you pull hard enough, it's going to come out no matter what. Right. So now what we're going to do, we're actually going to cut these a little shorter because we don't need them to be that long. So we're going to cut these to where, that'll work. Cut this one off.
white, black with yellow. You look like white with white.
Jumbo jet. Yeah.
Seems right. And then right here. Now we have to look at this connection. I think now. There's always a reason to.
See this? Look at it. Like that. You know what that is? It's a monster truck plus, so they can sit back here and steer it. You know, plus it's got to be in the front. Now, sometimes they'll pop off like this. And it goes, you know what he says? Grandpa got my own car right there. Going home from my house, Christmas Eve. When I see old Santa, I'm going to shoot him. Therefore, I'm a ninja, and he should be fighting that old Santa. All right, there, you can take that over. Let me see what you do with that. Okay? Okay, so you can. Will you try to make this better? Lots of jets. Lots of jets. Show me how you make it.
So I just got back from helping Jason with hay and looking at Cheyenne's. She's got everything wired up right. It's all good and tight. Everything's connected like it should. Good job, Monkey. Alright, go ahead and put the case on. It's a little stuff under there.
I'm trying not to smash your fingers.
I appreciate that.
Hold on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Where did it go?
I don't know what sounds good.
I just set it down somewhere I didn't think.
You not think?
I didn't think about where I was putting it. I wasn't thinking about where I was putting it.
Is it okay to go ahead and soak now?
Yeah, you better start running it though. It's going to take it a while to fill
Where's
up.
the other one?
You guys think you use it?
I don't think I saw
Oh,
that.
no.
Travis, do you need the bathroom?
No, I
room
need the
before you
other
use
one.
it?
I use
No,
You sure?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can
Need
do
clothes out of there?
Nope, they're all in the laundry room, ain't they?
I was just gonna soak a
No,
little
they're in
bit
the
before.
Oh, I need to get.
Just
yeah.
shut the bathroom door, and
Okay.
that way we can get in our bedroom to
Yeah,
grab
I
clothes.
would.
Wait, what about this?
I gotta get that off of the other one when we take it off. We're not gonna disconnect it yet because it's still pumping. But,
I'm gonna go upstairs now.
all right, good job, Monkey. So Cheyenne and I are finished with the wiring up the pumps. I've actually already installed them, but you'll see that on another video. But what it means is that Cheyenne obviously wired it up right. What I don't want you to understand about this is Cheyenne and Gage are offered to do a lot of things here because they're under supervision by myself or my wife. At no point in time do we let them do anything that we think is going to be unsafe for them. But we want to actually make sure that they're learning something. These are skills that, even if they don't keep this farm running, these are still skills that they can use. And these are skills that they can use later in life, whether it's for their own home or even helping somebody else. So Cheyenne, what did you learn about wiring?
How to wire the pump thing.
Okay,
The
but
pump.
anything special you learned about it?
That you have to always do twist the wires clockwise.
Okay, that's good. What else?
I learned how to take the top off with the top off to get the little spiky wires, part of the wires, to be seen so you can twist them.
Okay, so that would be called stripping the wires.
Yes, stripping the wires.
I'm glad you learned a lot. Did you have fun doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Is the heat working in the house still?
Yes.
So you must have done it right then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, I just want you guys to understand that, again, our kids do get to do things that aren't necessarily approved by most adults or by most parents. However, we just want them to learn and we want them to understand why they do something. So in this case, Cheyenne was wiring up the circulating pump for the wood burner because the old one that was on there is incredibly old. It was actually the original one from the wood burner. The other one went out, and at that point we got a little concerned thinking that maybe that one wasn't far behind it. And now that winter is here, we don't want that to happen because that is our primary heat source. We actually have a fire going today so that Cheyenne could roast marshmallows because she wanted one. And she actually split some of the wood from it. But on another note, this is the end of our video. So, if you would, should they like the video? Should they?
Yes.
You tell them.
No, you tell.
You tell them. It's your video. Ask them to like and comment and subscribe.
Please, if you like it, like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you.
So from everybody here, happy Thanksgiving. I know that's already over with, but we didn't want to do a video during that time frame because that's a time that you shouldn't be watching YouTube. You should be spending time with your families. But have a blessed week, and we will see you all next week. God bless.